moral story, all for the best.
Once the Prime Minister of a kingdom said,
My lord, whatever happens, happen for the best.
the king said,
I don't agree with you.
Just then a strong gust of wind blew, and the heavy door closed right on the king's hand with great force, and one of his fingers got cut immediately. The served finger fell down and the wound started bleeding profusely. The king screamed with pain and a servant ran to call the royal doctor. The king was in great pain and for a long time, and then he looked at the prime minister. The king asked,
What do you say now?
The prime minister replied,
I would still say that this is for the best.
Do you mean say that? Even the loss of finger? All this blood and this pain is for the best.
asked the king surprisingly.
Yes, my lord.
Replied the prime minister confidentially.
Prime Minister, here I am so much pain. And you say that it is for the best? How dare you?
Said the angry king.
But it is truth, my lord. I have full faith. Whatever happens in life always has some good reason. Even if it might appear to be bad thing to happen.
Replied the prime minister calmly. The king was infuriated at the prime minister's word.
Soldier, come here. Arrest the Prime Minister just now.
Commanded the king. The prime minister was put in prison, and another minister was appointed as the new prime minister. Then one day, the king went to the forest to hunt, and some dacoits saw him. As the king and his men camped to rest, some dacoits came and surrounded them and tied them with chains. They took the king, the new prime minister, and the soldiers to their chief. The chief said,
You have done well to bring these people. We can sacrifice one of them to our gods.
The chief pointed at the king, who looked the healthiest. The dacoits made the king stand at the sacrifice altar. Suddenly the chief said,
Wait! First check and make sure that his man has no cut or mark on him.
A dacoit checked and replied,
Chief, he doesn't have finger.
Oh, then he cannot be sacrificed. Leave him and check the other man with him.
ordered the chief. The new prime minister was checked and found to be without any mark on his body. So he was sacrificed by the dacoits to please their gods. Then the king's and his soldiers were freed by the dacoits. The king rode to his palace at once. The first thing he did was to free the old prime minister who was in prison. The king said to him,
You are right. This cut finger saved me from been killed.
So, what is the best?
said the old Prime Minister. Then the king said,
Yes, but what benefit was come to you out of staying too long in the prison?
The old Prime Minister said,
If I would have been with you and not in prison, I would have been killed instead of the new Prime Minister.
Ha 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 ha! You are right. I am sorry for treating you so badly. Now I am appointing you the Prime Minister again.
Thank you, my lord.
in the finally, said the Prime Minister gratefully. This is very knowledgeable story. The moral we can get from this story is what you think is bad for you might actually be good for you. If you are like to visit these types of stories, so don't forget to subscribe.